So let's go through the value equation exercise. So in this exercise, we are trying to use what we've learned from the value equation module and implement it onto our offer. So I'm going to try to do this for my offer, and you should try to do the same thing for the offer you have in mind. So let's start from section 1. Identify the dream outcome that is meaningful to your market. Now, because my market are 9 to 5 employees, from previous exercises, I have identified that the dream outcome that is going to be the highest value for them is to achieve financial freedom by owning their own business. If I can help an employee start their own successful business from which they get financial freedom, I think that's going to make the biggest impact on their lives and on the lives of their loved ones. So this is really the first component of the equation, the dream outcome. Number 2, list all the perceived problems of the market. We want to try to brainstorm all the problems, all the obstacles for our dream customer. Because if we are able to list all the problems, then we are able to summarize them and provide a solution for it in our offer. Let's just take it one step at a time. So what are the problems/obstacles, perceived or real, in the dream outcome being worth it? The dream outcome for 9 to 5 employee, which is to own their own business, what are the obstacles or problems which makes the outcome worth it? Well, they think business is not for them. They are not business minded. They think business needs a lot of time. I mean, the back of their mind, every employee knows they should start a business, but what do they tell themselves in order to stop themselves from actually pursuing this? They think pursuing money is evil. That is true for many. They think it's complicated to make money. There are too many options and thus causes confusion on what to pursue. They just think they can't make money. A lot of people have got internal obstacles where they think somehow there's a problem with them. They specifically can't make money. Everybody else can, but they can't. So there are internal barriers that we have to cross for them to actually believe that they can make money. So let's move on to the next section. Remember, I am going to come back to these previous sections and try to fill in as more ideas come to my mind. You should do the same, but just sit and think over all these points again and again and again. And you'll have more and more points and ideas coming, which you can add to the list. So what are the problems/obstacles, perceived or real, in the likelihood of achievement? So the first thing was the dream outcome. Why do they want to pursue it? But what makes them think they are less likely to achieve? Okay, so there is going to be some repetition here, but let's try to fill the list in. So why do they think they can't achieve? They think it will take a lot of time. They think business is hard and complex. They think they are too old to start a business. I just came up with another one. Stops them from pursuing. When it comes to Asians, what will people say? So a lot of them do have this internal battle where they think if I start a business, people get to know, what will people say? They want to save themselves the embarrassment of failure. They might have started previous businesses, but they have either failed or they gave up. They think they need to learn a lot of skills, a lot of new skills to start a business. Okay, let's leave it at that. What are the obstacles or problems, perceived or real, in terms of effort and sacrifice? A lot of employees think it will take a lot of money to start a business. They think it will take a lot of time to start a business. They have to work a lot every day on the business. They have to ignore or sacrifice family time to start this new business. They have to travel a lot for the new business. They need to have a huge following for the new business to be successful. I guess that's that for now. What are the obstacles, perceived real, in terms of time? Like I said, there will be some duplication. So in terms of time, they think businesses take a long time to become profitable. They think they have to work many hours per day to make it a success. They think it will take a long time to learn the skills to make it a success. They think they have to keep investing for a long time before seeing profits. Okay, so we have just listed all the problems in these different themes of the outcome, the likelihood of achievement, the effort and sacrifice, and in terms of time. Now we're going to convert all of these problems into solutions and flipping what's all the obstacles, all the problems. If we convert it into solutions, we make our offer so much better. So let's do one theme at a time. What are the obstacles in our dream outcome? They think business is not for them. They're not business minded. So we say a business that literally anyone can start. Okay, we just take the problem, we flip it over its head. We think the business needs a lot of time. So the solution is a business they can launch in 60 days. Okay. They think pursuing money is evil. So we say a business that earns them money with which they can do good in the world. They think it's complicated to make money. So we say a super simple business model that a 5-year-old can do. Okay, maybe 5-year-old is maybe really pushing it, but a super simple business model that also conveys a solution. They think there are too many options and thus causes confusion. A business model all the gurus are utilizing themselves. I try to replace gurus because gurus these days have a negative connotation. So I would say a business model, all the pros are utilizing themselves behind the scenes. They just think they can't make money. So we say a business model where you are mentored till you succeed. We as an outside party come and make sure they do succeed. What will people say? So a business model, a business they can launch from their laptop without anyone knowing. So this way, they can launch it without any embarrassment. They don't have to tell anybody and save themselves the embarrassment of failure. So kind of gets covered here. Let's go to the second theme, which is likelihood of achievement. They think it will take a lot of time. So we say, now there's duplication here, which is fine. You will have duplication. The idea is in the end, we're going to combine all of these into 3 or 4 points anyways. So you want to put everything in here. And if something is being duplicated many times over, then we know that point is really important. And thus we ensure that when you're selecting the last 3-4 points, that point is definitely one of the 3 or 4 points. So don't worry about duplication at this stage. Just write everything down. So business they can launch in 60 days. They think business is hard and complex. So a simple business model with few moving parts. So it's like simple. They think they are too old to start a business. So a business ideal for people midway in their careers. So we are trying to target anyways. I'm trying to target people who are not college dropouts and stuff. These are people who are in the middle of their careers. So I'm intentionally trying to go for those people. But if your offer was targeted towards the younger demographic or the older demographic, you'd obviously tailor it to yourself. Previous businesses have failed or they have given up. So a business where we keep you accountable to take action. So we ensure they are not quitting or failing. They think they need to learn a lot of skills. So a business model that utilizes what they already know. So we're not asking them to learn new algorithms or reading financial charts or learning the complete, supply chain and e-commerce. We're just trying to simplify and say you just need to know what you already know. You're going to utilize that. All right. Now the theme of effort and sacrifice. It would take a lot of money to start the business. So we say a business with near zero startup costs. It would take a lot of time to start the business. Again, in just 60 days, you will launch your business. They have to work a lot every day on the business. We say work part-time hours, few hours a day to launch your business. See how we are trying to take every single excuse, every single obstacle that they tell themselves, and we're flipping it. We're trying to engage with that objection and say how we already have a solution for that, so that every issue is now an opportunity for us to sell our offer. They have to ignore or sacrifice family time. A business they can start without affecting their family life. They have to travel a lot for their new business. So a business they can start from the comfort of their homes. They have to have a huge following for the new business, a business that does not require you to have a huge online following. Okay. And finally, in terms of time, they think the business is going to take a long time to become profitable. A business that becomes profitable very quickly. They think they have to work many hours a day to make it a success. So work part-time hours. They think it will take a long time to learn the skills to make it a success. Utilize the knowledge you already have. They think they have to keep investing for a long time before seeing profits. No long-term financial investments required. And that's it. We have taken the idea, we have listed all the problems that the ideal customer might have about this business's offer, and we've taken each of these problems and converted it into a solution. So now if we take all of these solution points and condense them into 4 and 5 points, our offer becomes so much more value dense. And because of that, the customer in their mind thinks, it checks so many boxes for myself. We are just one step away from crafting your grand slam offer that in your ideal customer's mind is going to be absolutely perfect for them. Because behind the scenes, you have checked off all these boxes for them. So give this exercise a go. It seems boring to some. It might be boring to watch. But when you're trying to craft your grand slam offer in the next exercise, you'll be so glad you did this exercise.